Well, I think you're at this point where your city is changing exponentially. And sometimes that's a hard thing to get your arms around, the sort of normal ways that business has evolved and cities have evolved. Now it's so different because it is really hopping and it's very vibrant, and it's like how do you catch that energy? How do you take advantage of that in your own city? So to be thoughtful about that and strategic about it is a really important aspect. It used to be that planning was like this, sort of old dried out thing, and you wait for years and years. And did it happen, or was it just something on paper? Well, now I think for this one, the idea was, let's don't do that. Let's focus on some things, and you have to make choices, right? Because you can't do everything at once. So I find that whole conversation about what's the most important thing to do, where do we spend our resources, where do we spend our energy, is the most interesting conversation here.
And heard a number of questions tonight about some of the pedestrian connectivity, the introduction of more bike lanes.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about that. How critical is that for Huntsville's future and downtown redevelopment?
I think it's one of the single most important things that you have to invest in. I think you used to be better connected, because your neighborhoods just adjacent to the downtown are amazing to walk through, and it feels great. Your downtown, over time, has sort of lost all of its edges here and there, and so it's not as conducive to walking as it should be. We will all prioritize the automobile for so long, we forget about how important that is. And people are really returning to that. They want a really interesting and vibrant and healthy kind of walk through their cities. So it's not like the old days where it was an industrial, smoky city and you could just kind of tolerate it because they had a great business. People are asking a lot more from their environments, and for Huntsville, that's a place where we think you could excel, because you already have so many people who come to downtown for events. They love it here. Big Spring Park is a giant kind of draw, and just building on that throughout all your streets, we think is key, actually key to continue to attract development here.